Capricorn, here we are again from your other reading of What Does Your Stalker Want? So now let's have a look at if you leave your past behind, what happens? So I'm actually in my van at the moment because I'm waiting for work. So I'm bringing back some of the YouTube stuff, but these are all going to be what ifs and buts, okay? So each reading will be different based off something else. So if you are stuck in a circumstance, Capricorn, and you leave, okay, your past behind, what outcome can Capricorn look for in the future if they was to leave their past behind? Four of Wands in reverse. What do you know? What do you know? Your stalking energy, right, was about someone old and new, of being married and committed and leaving this behind. Okay, that was what the stalker and the person that you're maybe married to and circumstance like, please watch that, it's probably just before this one, okay, was all about. Scorpio, maybe Aries energy, okay? So someone new was also in your energy, of which was about a supporting energy and a leading energy of someone that you can meet if you was to leave this behind, okay? So they're coming hand in hand in both readings. And I shuffled this beforehand and also now, okay? So if you leave, you start again, okay? Because that was all about starting again and leaving. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, okay? But it's all about rebuilding, okay? Finding a house, finding a home, restarting again, removing yourself from this environment to make a start again, okay? Or the name Glenn, or someone from Scotland. See you, Splat Rabbit. Come up here and I'll get a carrot. Someone could have ginger hair. Let's see, Jasper Carrot. Some of you could have rabbits, or Abbott, or Abbott. That's my surname. Let's see, Capricorn. If they was to leave their past behind, what would happen? Five of Pentacles. You would have to start again. You would have to find money and support and leave, but you would always get this if you leave your past behind. This is what may worry you to do the first thing of the first reading, okay, is the money and the assets, the divorce and the separation, having to start over. The fear of having nothing could stop you from leaving, and you stay in a circumstance that is unfulfilling. It's financially restrictive. It could also be a job, and needing to get a job in order to be able to support myself, and how can I do that? But if you don't start doing that, you stay in the same circumstance, you see. In your stalking reading, it was about controlling your environment, and how narcissists and karmic energies, if they can't get to you personally by mind games and manipulation, what they start to do is control your environment, which is threaten, okay? I'll take away your security, your house, your home, your mortgage, your rent, your job. You'll have nothing. You will never be able to do this without me. You need me to support you, okay? I need your financial aid and your financial help. How am I going to do it on my own? But don't forget, you're mirroring the other person, as your advice was, when you let go of the rope and you let them have it, this is also what they have. Which means, okay, so you want the house? Have the house. Okay, but I hope that you've got a good enough job in order to be able to support yourself doing that, because that means you're going to have to take on extra work, an extra mortgage, an extra rent. Where are you going to find that when I'm not here? If you've got children and they stay with you and I can't have the kids, have them. It's difficult, but kids lead by example. So what does the narcissist do? Panic. I hope you've got enough money in order to be able to financially support them for their money that you give them each month, and for their clothes and for their rent and for their everything else that children bring along with it. Christmas, birthdays, feeding them, clothing them, their birthday, Christmas, bank holidays, time off school, college education. I hope you've got all that with the extra money that you're going to need to support yourself, right? Trust me, when a narcissist realise that they haven't got anything, they realise that their life is spiraled out of control and they've lost. They've actually lost. And you've won. But you end up the same as what they do. You end up having to start again, support yourself, okay, build from the ground up of something that could lead into what the worry doesn't bring, what ifs, What happens if I don't find a job? What happens if I don't financially support myself? That would be exactly the same as the other person does. But at least you would be free. Okay, when you are free, the narcissist then starts to panic that you are free from their grasp. There's nothing that they can use against you anymore. They panic, they worry, and then they have to look after themselves. Narcissists can't normally do that. Okay, so they panic, they worry, they get what you get nothing, they get nothing, they get everything, but then suddenly starts to dawn on them that, oh shit, I'm gonna have to support myself, and I can't do that. I've got to find extra work and extra money. I've got loads more stress. Okay, what do the children do in that environment? Fuck, this is crap. Okay, I don't want to live here. Okay, you're making me do extra work. You're telling me I got to get a job. Your true colours are starting to shine. Where do I want to go? With mum or dad, whichever way around it is. But say I want to go with mum. Okay, well, lead by example then. And then they're like, well, I'm coming with you, Dave. Okay, so what do? Lose, because they can't control the children. Unless they're like 2 or 3 years old, and then you've got quite a long time. Okay, but do you see what I'm saying? If you want to leave your past behind, you are not going to have to think, okay, well, this is all going to be really easy for me to do. It's going to be hard, yes, but I want this, and I need this, and I need to find opportunity. And opportunity only knocks when you're looking for opportunities. If you have one, get out, which is like friends, family, a new person, leapfrog, Christine. But like, I've got someone, I've got contacts. Okay, I've got a connection. I've got something that will support me and help me. You got supporting housing, supporting living. Okay, so if you want to leave your past behind, this is what you may have when you leave. But what can you get when you have nothing? Everything when you're free. Your opportunities of life will give you everything when you are willing and able. Like, okay, well, I can't get a job, blah blah blah, because I've got all this going on. But if I'm free, what can I have? Fucking everything. Say for instance, Capricorn, say if I was going to, because I'm mortgage free and rent free and everything, but it doesn't matter, I'm not big-headed or anything, but I don't have all those restrictions, right? I've saved since a very young child, and I've got family, house and home of my own. Okay, but say for instance, if I had all that and I was like, okay, so my mortgage and my rent and blah 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 is all this, so what could I do? Well, this van looks quite cushy, Dave, so I could do van life, right? What mortgage or rent does this cost me? Fuck all, apart from, well, I paid for it, so I don't have to pay rent, I don't have to pay mortgage, I don't have to pay for the monthly payments of the car because it's mine. And where can I live? In here. What have I got? A heater. Great. So what do? I eat and blah 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 for a while, save, it's really cheap, and what can I do? I know, I could do a courier job and earn money in the place that I live, and earn good money because I can work all the time. Okay, so what will happen in about 6 months' time? You'll have shitloads of money because you're free to work, to live, to not pay rent, mortgage, house, blah, blah. Okay, so it's a probably wild explanation, Kim, but it is at least one of those things that you can look at and think, oh yeah, you're right. If you are free and you are rent free and mortgage free and everything else, then what is it that I am? Free to go and do whatever I like. You are not restricted. Okay, so if you've got someone that wants marriage and commitment and full-time struggle, then this other person doesn't want that. They don't want that because they could be financially free, financially able, feeling as if, well, I don't need the hassle of marriage and never get married, Capricorn. You know, if you guys are looking to get married, don't get married. You can do all of those things in life without marriage. It just makes it 10 times difficult to get divorced if it goes wrong. So don't never get married, man. Y'all don't need it. You can have everything else without marriage. Okay. Let's see. So if Capricorn was to leave their past behind, what would start to happen? The Lovers. You might meet someone that has Gemini in their chart, but this is also a 6. Capricorn or Gemini. You would fall in love. This is an energy of falling in love with life again. In order to fall in love with myself and to have self-respect and equality, I can give myself time and love and respect, and I can actually meet someone in life that will love me as much as I love them to help me get out of that. But if you've got someone here of reverse in the Five of Pentacles, this is not love, it's lust. It's a lustful energy that's keeping you there that you don't trust. Five of Pentacles. Taurus, Sagittarius, condition of marriage and commitment and the way I see things going. That could be opposite to what you want. You want more love than you do want the headache. Okay. So what you can get, if you leave your past behind, you fall in love again. Okay. You find someone that will give you what you give them back. The more you put in, the more they will put in. If you stay, you stay in a lustful situation to try and make it work. But what's broken here? Okay, what's broken? Do you love the person that you're with? Because if the love is gone, that's fucked. If the love is gone, the love is gone, the lovers is gone, what have you got? The Four of Wands and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Right? If the love is there, you can work on it. But if you're like, nah, the love is just gone, man, I don't have love for the person anymore. It's lust. It's not worth working on. But if the love is still there, you can stay if you want. But if the love is not there and you're like, no, I'm moving on, this is what you get if you leave. Okay, you find love again. Okay, you find self-love as well. Okay, this person could have Gemini a lot in their chart somewhere. If Capricorn was to leave their past behind, what would happen? New person. Okay, a new person, brand new. This is a friendship that could blossom in, unless your name's Blossom or B or Brian. But if you leave your past behind, this is what could happen. Okay, because it's a friendship that could blossom into something else. Okay, getting to know someone, being free to get to know someone. I can talk to the opposite sex instead of feeling trapped and restricted and that my husband won't let me look at another man or talk to another man, or I can't talk to another woman, or I can't look at another woman, or I can't talk to people and I'm silenced and they listen in at the fucking window or the door, or they watch me, or they make me feel stalked and spied on. What do? Move further, go further. Okay, because in your stalking bit, I think the Fool was there as well. And I said, don't be a fool and throw it all away, but that does not mean that now. Okay, that means that go further away from the person that cannot control you, and then the friendship that you may have with someone could possibly blossom into love. Now, this is if you know someone. If you don't know anybody and you're not willing and don't want to know, this is someone that you could meet. Okay, a brand new, fresh person that has more than likely got a lot of air in their chart. Okay. So if Capricorn leaves their past behind, what happens? The truth will set you free, Capricorn. Brand new opportunities. This is like planning and passports, visas, a new start, a new country. This spirit cannot give you this, okay, unless you speak your truth to someone. Okay, which means that, I am where I am, but I'm silenced and I can't say anything until I speak up and say something of like, right, you know what, have it. Do all of what Steve said at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to take a risk in my life. Spirit can then go, okay, there you go. There's your opportunity now to do what you want to do. But it's a starting over again. Okay, but at least you get to speak your truth to someone. Okay, because you could be lying to them. You could be lying to yourself. This person could be a compulsive liar. You may even think that, or are having to lie yourself, which means that this person's taught me so much restriction that I have to lie to them. Where have you been? Oh, out? When you're really talking to someone? Have you met anybody? No, when you possibly have. Who's this, friend? When there may be more. Or I can't talk to anybody and I can't do anything, so I have to cover it up and, have you been drinking? No. Smell your breath. Yes. Right. So people that keep you in these circumstances can make you feel like you have to lie your way out of it. Okay. Now, that could be good for some of you. Okay. Having to lie to get your way out. Okay. Could also be just like a little white lie. Okay, or leave. Let's see. If Capricorn was to leave their past behind, what would happen? The Tower. Start again. The Queen of Swords. You could meet an air sign here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person could live with their mother, maybe. But this is also like asking, yeah. Separation, divorce, meeting someone new. Okay, starting on a new soul group. This is a new life, new soul group. This is where my life now starts to transform and change. Because when I'm there, what do? I meet connections. I have connections. The connections lead to connections, to connections, to connections. And one of these connections is more than likely going to give me a job, or a marriage, or a commitment, or a relationship, or a house, or a home. But my luck can start to change then once all this is over. So then I start to meet new people, and I get the Six of Pentacles, Gemini, huge Gemini energy here. Okay, and then you get the Ten of Pentacles. So it's like money, finances, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Commitment, relationship, Piscean energy, happy, home, house. Okay, they could also have like Aquarius, Leo in their chart here. Okay, so that's what you've got. If you like my style of reading, don't forget this is general. If you want a one that is saying, Steve, can you do that reading for me personally with my name and everything, then contact me below from the link below, which is my email. Okay, if you want readings that are all relating to like these kind of questions that come up all the time, or weekly readings and what's coming up in your future and blah blah blah, that supports me because YouTube doesn't pay me anymore. Okay, so the join button does, which is $2-3 per month. Stay or go whenever you like. You can join, stay for the month, leave at the end of the month, and then maybe come back 6 months later or not at all. It's up to you. Majority of people don't ever want to leave when they're on there because you get a lot. So you get weeklies, monthlies, loads of them, all star signs. What if this, what if that, what do I do then, what happens then, blah blah blah. I'm on the table, I'm at home, so it helps. You can see the cards and everything, and it's all for $3. Then you get Angel Radio, mixing and mastering what I do, so you get those, meditation music, and 150 teaching videos, all for the price of $3, provided to you from the join button below. Or if you hit the little arrow, it opens it all up, and then it will say join, tells you what you get, and then you just press the button and the link, and then you pay and you join. Okay, and you get a lot more. So please make sure you smash the like button and subscribe for more, because like I said, each one of these I do will be based on a what if I do. Okay, if I've met someone new, how do they think and feel? If I've met someone new, how does that possibly turn out? If I leave my past behind, what happens? Okay, if I'm being stalked and spied, what do they think? What do they feel? What are they trying to do? If I reconcile with my past, what happens? Okay, all of those are coming up on the channel. Thanks very much, Capricorn. Really appreciate it. See you soon.